Yes.
All right, stand for the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everyone. This is Monday, March 16th. Any questions, concerns, comments, come up to one of the microphones and tell us who we are and what's on your mind. Call the roll, please, Mr. Rothy.
Councilman Watt.
Here.
Councilman McCartney.
Here.
Councilman Laporte.
Here.
Councilman Kufa.
Here.
Councilman Kinsfater.
Here.
Councilman Ellery.
Yeah.
Mayor Cedar.
Here.
All present, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. We're going to have one addition to the agenda under new business C, appoint Tim Disselrath to the Golf Commission. No, I'm sorry. This is a cemetery. I'm sorry.
Cemetery.
Sorry about that. Cemetery Commission. Tim Disselrath, new business C. 4, consent agendas A, City Council minutes, March 2nd, 2020, regular meeting, recommendation approved.
So moved.
Support.
Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We have a proclamation this evening. We have Dave Gillis with us to accept this proclamation. Let me read that for you, please. It's National Police Week, May 10th to the 16th, 2020. Peace Officers Memorial Day. Whereas the Congress and the President of the United States have designated May 15th, 2020 as Peace Officers Memorial Day and May 10th through 16th, 2020 as National Police Week. Whereas members of the St. Clair Police Department play an essential role in safeguarding the rights and freedoms of all those residing in or visiting St. Clair. And whereas the men and women of the City of St. Clair Police Department unceasingly provide a vital public service to this community, and whereas it's important to always remember Police Chief John D. McDonald, who gave his life in October of 1962 while serving and protecting this community, therefore be it resolved that I, William Cedar Jr., Mayor of the City of St. Clair, along with members of the St. Clair City Council, do hereby proclaim May 15th, 2020 as Police Officers Memorial Day and the week of May 10th through May 16th, 2020 as Community Police Week. Mr. Gillis is here to accept this proclamation?
Yes. Yes, sanitizer.
I'm
Elbow.
glad you do, because I don't.
Elbow.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you, Dave.
Thanks, David.
Did you want to say anything, Dave? Or?
Yeah, just a couple of words
All right.
tonight. I think there's, in the community, there's a number of citizens that are anxious to recognize the police department whenever they can. And a number of churches have gone into doing that in different types of programs. And the more we looked at finding a possibility to recognize the police department throughout the community, we recognize that National Police Week is not celebrated locally, so that's why we requested the proclamation. And this will give an opportunity for others in the community to take a good look at the police department and offer their congratulations and pride in the combination of things. So thank you so very, very much.
Thanks for being here, Dave. Thanks for all you do. All right, we'll go to number 6, ordinances, resolutions, ordinance adoption 2023 special assessments.
Okay, Council, this is, we introduced this ordinance amendment last council meeting, and it essentially changes a single word in the section 4616 regarding to partial payment of special assessments. The previous law, the current law, says that a special assessment, when they pay an annual installment, instead of paying it all up front, they can defer that payment over a period of years. That former restriction was 10 years. This proposed language would increase the amount of time to pay a special assessment to 20 years. And again, it's not a set at 20, it's whatever council wants to set, but this gives the council, if they were interested in levying a 15-year special assessment, they would have the authority to do so.
I'd move to approve it.
Support.
All right, the motion made, support. Any questions? Call the roll, please.
Watt.
Yes.
Laporte.
Yes.
Kufa.
Yes.
Ellery.
Yes.
McCartney.
Yes.
Kinsfater.
Yes.
Mayor Cedar.
Yes.
Carried, Your Honor.
Thank you. Well, number 7, Ports Administration. Mr. Roth, do you have any?
We've got a few things tonight. First, there was a 47% turnout in the election last Tuesday across all 3 precincts, including absentee voter precincts. Joe Biden and Donald Trump won their respective parties, as well as the school bond proposal was a yes in all of those precincts as well, majority. If those interested in running for election for city council this upcoming November, petitions can be found at the clerk's office, and the petitions must be returned to the clerk's office by April 21st, which I believe is a Tuesday. At the moment, given the current state of where the virus spreading, I do not think it would be wise to have our regularly scheduled meeting for the first Monday of April. So I'm thinking that we should plan on canceling that meeting, and right now we would be moving forward with our meeting that would be scheduled the third Monday of that month. So, and also in regards to the virus, I have this press release went live on our website a few hours ago. I'm going to read from it here, detailing how city operations are going to be run for the present time. Beginning tomorrow, City Hall will be closed to the general public until further notice. Administration will continue to be available Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and will be available by phone or email. Residents and businesses are encouraged to utilize the drop box at City Hall for all city correspondence in hard copy form, or utilize our online options of utility payments and so on. The Creative Tots preschool has been canceled until further notice. All city-sponsored recreation programs are suspended until further notice. The senior van operation is suspended as of Wednesday of this week. Rental of city amenities and facilities are postponed until further notice. The City Volunteer Board and Commission meetings are canceled until further notice. And then I'd like to remind everybody that utility payments will be accepted via the Dropbox, in the mail, through online payment, or through auto pay, which is a new feature that rolled out a few months ago that we still are trying to spread awareness on. Should directives by the state and federal governments change, we will obviously have to adapt to these policies, but as of tomorrow, this is how the city is operating going forward, which is very much in line with all the communities in St. Clair County and across the state. They are all taking these actions. So if somebody needs to take care of business at City Hall, please have them call us and let us see if we can accommodate them on the phone, because we will not be open to the general public. And with that, I'd also like to introduce a very special guest in our audience to us all. Our new city accountant, Amy Hart, is here. Amy is a St. Clair resident, and she's been a great addition to the team. She's had a lot of work catching up within Mike Booth's absence, just tying the end of the year out for the audit, as well as just moving all our financial records up to the current fiscal year. So again, she's been a great addition to the team. I'm glad she was able to come out today. I won't make her say anything, but she'll be at the audit presentation, which should be in the next month or so. And I wanted you to put a face to the name before she formally attends and helps out with the audit presentation. So I'd like us all to welcome Amy to St. Clair.
Welcome aboard, Amy. Would you like to say a few words, or talk some numbers, or?
Still catching up. I'm on December.
You're good? All right, okay.
Still 2 months to go. Thank you.
Anything
Thanks,
for
Amy.
Mr. Rothy tonight?
Question on that. Be a lot quicker.
What time at 1375 or 74 South Riverside? How long is City Hall closing for?
Indefinitely until further notice.
What about the water, sewer, and DPW?
They are remaining operational. And City Hall staff will be working in the office. It's just going to be closed to the general public.
I don't understand how come you can't come to City Hall, but you can go to DPW and talk to their people. What's the difference? You're still interfacing with somebody over there in the water plant, no sewer.
Perhaps we should restrict.
I suppose I will rephrase the thing that any city building will be closed to the general public.
Yes.
Yep, to avoid confusion.
And the fees to pay online, you gonna waive them?
No. There is no
Thank you.
fee. There is no fee for say somebody signs up for auto pay. I will say that's a little known fact about auto pay. Typically, so if you pay with a credit card online, there is a fee charged by the credit card company. If somebody signs up for auto pay, though, there is no fee associated with that
Just from the city's end?
from the city's end.
Yeah. American Express charges are 1.4, whatever it is. All right, anything else, Mr. Rothy? Any city departments tonight?
I have a question for the attorney, though. I would like to have it addressed somehow. With what's going on in the climate today, and with these petitions that need to be circulated and signatures collected, I have some concerns about walking the neighborhoods, knocking on doors, asking for signatures, and I'm wondering if there's what other way we have to do this, if something like this is going to be waived. I mean, everywhere you go, everywhere you turn around, businesses are closing down, they're restricting, they want to have social distancing, they don't want any more, less than 6 feet of contact. And here we sit elbow to elbow tonight.
I'll pose that question to our clerk tomorrow morning because she's already heard some scuttlebutt about it. I have not heard anything myself, but
Okay.
we can talk to her. Anybody else? Okay, any city departments? Authorities or boards or commissions, committee chairs? No unfinished business. We'll go to number 9, new business approved, North Riverside Sewer Cleaning and Camera Proposal. Mr. Roki.
Yes, so an issue DPW has detected in the sewers, which are behind the homes on North Riverside Avenue, so the riverfront homes, there is a very large amount of infiltration, whether that's coming from the groundwater or the river. We do not know at this time, but we do know that roughly about 15,000 gallons of sewage should be coming from these homes, given some calculations by our wastewater department, and instead of 15,000 gallons that's getting pumped to the wastewater plant from that sewer line, we're getting just about 200,000 gallons a day. So again, that's the pumps running. It's going to the wastewater plant. It's adding to the capacity. It's a big strain on our system. And the engineers and DPW have been speaking a lot of what do we do? How do we find this issue? And really, it's very expensive to even just locate the problem, let alone address it. But the proposal would be to clean and televise the 10-inch sanitary sewer, all 3,150 feet of it, from the pump station at 772 Riverside to the North City limits. And again, given that this sewer main is actually in the backyard, so in between the river and the backside of the homes, it's a very hard location to access, which means the prices, which is why these prices are so much. So we solicited three bids from various contractors, and some of them who've done work for the city in the past. And at this time, we're recommending with the contractor's schedule to move forward with awarding the bid to Pipe Tech Infrastructure Services, and that bid is in the amount of $32,125. And again, that's the cleaning and televising of 3,150 feet of 10-inch sanitary sewer in order to figure out where the structural deficiencies are in the sewer main, so we can address those and prevent the river water or groundwater from, again, leaking in and putting that really high strain on our system. Our wastewater plant is designed to handle about 1.4 million gallons a day. This is, again, about 200,000 gallons of mostly just, not sewage, but just water that's coming in. And we need to start. We need to get this problem head on. So that's the recommendation before council today.
Make a motion to approve.
Support.
All right, the motion made. Any questions?
Yes, I do.
All the bids are Pipe Tech Infrastructure for $32,125, Deutsch Industrial Services $33,400, and Michigan Pipe Inspection $88,040. Yes, sir.
Bill Claim at 1374 South Riverside. Is the township going to help pay for this? They're part of the system, correct?
Not this part.
Do they tie into it?
No, not here.
Okay, and when was the public bid opening? When and where?
Given the nature of this, there was no public bid opening. We instead solicited quotes with the engineering firm and with our existing contacts, given the urgency of getting turnaround time for this project.
So there was no bid, no solicited bids. Why don't we bid things out anymore like we're supposed to? Competitive bid, close, sealed bids. Why don't we do that anymore?
Again, we talked to the contractors, gave them what we needed. We solicited these prices.
So you did get 3 bids?
Yes.
But once again, why don't we do the sealed bids with bid openings like we're supposed to?
Is time of the essence on this? Was that what happened?
Yeah, time is essentially the essence on this project.
So that's why you're waiving? Are you waiving a competitive bid? I don't understand why we don't do what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, with extenuating circumstances, we can waive the competitive bid, and if this...
He can waive it.
No, we can't.
He can. With a letter, he can do it. The city superintendent. I'm just curious why we don't do it the way it's supposed to be done.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Your Honor,
Do we
if
need
I-
to make part of the motion to waive the competitive bid?
Yeah, well, we can adjust the motion. Whose motion was it?
I made the motion, and I amended it. And it wasn't that long ago, we rebuilt that pumping station that sits next to Ed Selden's property, and it was critical then, and it hasn't gone away.
Right.
The only concern I would have is the location of the sewer might be right, if I understand right, if I remember right, it's right down right along the seawall, all along there.
So that was
there's
going to
gotta
be
a
my
lot of
question on it, but after you went through the motion part of it, so I'm sorry.
All right, let's call the roll then.
No, I
still got
have questions. I just
Oh, I'm
wanted
sorry.
to make sure you amended the motion and you got a second on it.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead.
So, obviously, that's between the river and the front of the homes, right? The front of the homes
The
is
back
on the
of
water
the home.
side? Well, the front of the
Well, the
homes-
waterfront side of the
The
home,
waterfront
yes,
side.
yeah.
We have easement to get to those?
We do.
How much easement?
I don't know that off the top of my head. I would imagine most utility easements are 20 feet.
Okay. So that's going to, if we
And there's
do find...
manholes in people's
Yeah, if we find a breach, there's going
backyards,
to probably be some extensive work back there.
quite possibly. We won't know until we do the cleaning and televising.
That's all I have, yep.
All right, anybody else?
I did I talked to Bob Beeth on this, and I think we dismissed him from being here tonight. He said he was going to be here.
Yeah.
But one thing that he did bring up is this Michigan pipe. That's normally the company that we use. We might want to adjust that just by looking at this bid. Just saying.
Yeah, that's why when they were the first price we received, and we thought it was imperative to get, to bring more prices and get more bids on this.
All right, anybody else? All right, let's call the roll then.
Member Laporte.
Yes.
Member Kufa.
Yes.
Member Kinsvater.
Yes.
Member Ellery.
Yes.
Member Watt.
Yes.
Mayor Cedar.
Yes.
Motion carries.
I didn't get a chance to vote
Oh,
on that.
Member McCartney.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Just want my voice heard.
All right, B, approve special event permit for 49th Annual Art Fair and Artful Dodger.
Attached is a memo from the Chief of Police saying that the special event application is included in
Motion to approve.
Okay.
Support?
Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We'll go to C. We have Tim Disarath, city resident, to appoint to the board.
I would make a motion to approve, Tim.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Tim Disarath, Cemetery Board. Number 10 is claims and accounts for March 5th and March 12th of 2020.
Hearing no questions, Your Honor, I make a motion to approve as presented.
Support.
Any questions?
I think there's a correction that needs to be made on, I put my glasses on, but they just have the wrong road. They have Frith Street instead of Fifth for the Raymond Excavating. Check number 49848.
Yeah, there's a typo there.
Okay, just wanted to let you know that.
Okay.
I want to fix that. Okay.
Anything else? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Go to number 11. Anybody have anything for the cause if they're not on the agenda?
Bill Clinton, 1374 South Riverside. What if you could tell me when you're going to clean the broken concrete and the block out of the right-of-way on the north side of Vine Street and open the sidewalk back up between River Road and 2nd Street?
Yeah, what was your question? I'm sorry.
When you get to clean the concrete, the broken concrete and broken block out of the city right-of-way and open the sidewalk back up?
Yes. Go
Could you
ahead.
tell me when?
We are working on it. That's all I can say right now.
What are we working on it as in? It's been there for about 6 months. It's the only sidewalk on Vine, and you can't walk on it. So when can we, idea when you think it's gonna get cleaned up and the sidewalk put back in?
Again, we're working on that.
Working on it, okay.
Anybody else? All right, we'll go to number 12. Anybody have anything from the mayor and council?
So are we postponing the next meeting, or?
That's what I was just going to ask. You guys want to go, April 6th is 3 weeks away. April 6th is the date Whitmer sent for as far as kids not going back, but I think you may extend that. Do we want to play it by ear and see what happens the next week, or do you want to just move the 6th to a couple weeks later?
How are we going to take an official vote if we do want to end up canceling it?
Yeah.
Gonna do it now.
I mean, I wouldn't have any problem postponing our
Yeah,
meeting.
just postpone.
Do you want to, so in April, our meetings are the 6th and the 20th. We could keep with the 20th and then move the 6th to the 27th, still have 2 in the month.
I would
we need it.
move to postpone it if we need to, so.
Support.
So, are you saying those dates?
I
are-
would change the dates, and let's see, and I would be contingent on what the state or federal government's mandating
Yeah.
us to do by
Alright.
that time, so, as long as we get notice out to the public.
Okey dokey. All in favor of that?
So wait, what's the new date?
Well, we're not going to,
20th.
20th is our third meeting anyway.
That will continue, the 20th.
Now, we'd move the 6th to the 27th, and that would still give us the charter 2 per month. But depending on what happens with the state, Jim Downey has already told me that basically, based on health and safety, the charter requirement for 2 a month can be,
Waived.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But we'll go with 20th and 27th for now,
Okay.
unless things get
Crazy.
crazier, I
Or,
guess.
yeah.
I don't know, crazy, but, you know. All right.
Vote on it or not? You got a motion, you know.
Got a motion and a second.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. I guess I just say everybody hang in there.
I just before it came, I saw a press release from the city of Port Huron, and all the restaurants and bars and all those things are closed down. A lot of them are doing drive-through stuff and whatever. I just saw that Freed had put out a notice that they were going to accommodate the restaurants, making sure that in front of their businesses, they were going to have some cones down there so that people could stop and get stuff. So I don't know if that's something that any of our businesses need.
I do believe, as of now, Drifters has asked for that, and so our police and DPW are
Okay.
coordinating that request, and I assume, that'll be offered to other businesses.
Okay.
Should they,
Okay. I just thought it was a good idea and something we could
And
follow.
also, I talked to Neiman's, if anybody cannot get out and get groceries or anything, they are delivering curbside. Just call them and they'll, and if you need something from the city, call our city clerk, and whatever assets we have that you can utilize, we will certainly make those available.
With that, Your Honor, I make motion to adjourn.
Support.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Be careful, everyone. Take care of yourselves.